Nah.
But Marion the chillest nigga I know, bro, cause
You can start on that, sure.
alright, bet. Marion the chillest nigga I know, boy, because that shit do not be popping up for me sometimes.
WISTTB. But yeah, bro. Like, nah.
They say it depends.
Depends on who it is. A couple of bitches I'm like, yeah. Like, oh yeah, like take her down and shit. But I got about a good two in my pocket. Like, nah, bro. Nah, bro. You just don't let it pass. Keep that shit where it's at.
That's fair.
Yeah. Are we live right
Nah.
now? No.
I mean, we have. They can't hear us. So.
Fair. Definitely fair.
Boy, don't be texting when we go live, boy.
Nah.
That shit be
Comes to the comparison, cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narratives. Terrorism, they say you a patriot, call you a hero, I call it terrorism. And that's on the real, you know and we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero, I call it terrorism. And that's on the real, you know and we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero, I call it terrorism. And that's on the real, you know and we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero, I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wildin' with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They're giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism.
Terrorism.
Cogs on that, my nigga. Come on, let me get a piece of that slice, boy.
Shut that shit, boy. True. I ain't no rapper though. Look.
With great precision, like circumcision, they cut you off quick. It's hard to miss this division in my city, it's too thick. Is that your chick? Pretty face, slim waist, bite out. Bet I can merch it, Chan Dicey with the Lexi out south. Put dibs on it, cause I know I got cars. But if you stingy with this dough, it's guaranteed you get robbed. Use others, probably kick a 2 or 3 flat, that's barely distant. Shot lingo is sorta different, like none other, we just gifted. Dibs, money is the root of all evil. Knievel here to deceive you. Let's take a ride, we could dip to the lake for an escape down LSD. That's my favorite to beat. But if you wanna say some gas, we can hop on the L. It's full of colors, anywhere you wanna go, I won't tell. Secret safe with me, drill to my heart and throw the key in 6 corners. If you wanna, any gangway or do. It's just the taste that keep me going, need my sandwich intact. Throw a pickle and some lays on the side. Let's get it, Joe, let's hit the show. It's finally summertime shot. The Hawks different, need some gym shoes to go with this fit. They just don't get it, boy, they just don't get it. The lingo's different, I'm so CHICA, go, we so live. My pops not being around was a blessing in disguise. The gardens look so well, man, it taught me how to rock. I was fiending like a junkie, but I never had the cop. Just to make it to the top, they say that's when the pain stops. I used to be afraid to walk through humbled, I was terrified. Now I stroll through it freely, mainly cause it's gentrified. Shit, yeah, mainly cause it's gentrified. If you was black, you was folks to some folks. Mainly kings, SDs, 2 6s, man, it wasn't no joke. Ain't no gold about the coast, they snatched Cabrini for the green. The priest said it best, facts, money ain't a thing. Out of sight, out of mind, is how the game really goes. As the world turns, who's got in my light, you never know. Today is relevant, tomorrow you could be exposed. Listen to my story as the page turn, let it burn. You gon' learn today as I usher you down the hallway. Pick a room, enter at your own risk. Daily I get frisked, cause my melanin is bliss. Full of kingdom attributes, they be hating on that. But listen, pay attention, don't be blinded by the blind folk. Can't keep a bird in a box, just let my people go. Privilege is bigger than Hennessy, you see. The darker the tone, the clearer the message. What more I gotta prove to attest it? It's loyalty over money, in case they forgot. Just cause Lori light on the foot don't mean the crime gon' stop. Cause we got families to feed in need. The poverty is at an all-time high. Do anything to get by. We rob, cheat, and steal. Then they hit you with the stale face. United up in these states, how? Give me a break when we get cast off of following dreams. I seen it all. Never claimed to be perfect. Every day I had to fall. Humble by defeat, but never let it define me. Statistically speaking, who really looking to find me? Dibs. Mr. Lingo himself. Alter ego.
All 2020.
I ain't no rapper though.
Not one.
Two bags eating chicken. What you wanna do? Missing? Give me that chicken, chicken. Give me that chicken, chicken. 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 Chicken.
So real good.
To this day,
It's still playing in my
what you
era.
wanna do? Listen, give me that chicken, chicken. Give me
Good.
that chicken, chicken.
Boom. What's good, beautiful people? Welcome to the podcast, Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken. It's your boy, Mr. Lingo himself.
The man always got something to say. Your boy Floss by the KJ.
And we broadcasting live from WBGX. What's in it for the Black People Media? We miss y'all. How y'all doing? What's good, KJ?
Man.
It'd be weird, man, when we take a week off. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Like
but
a year.
I know, other life obligations happen sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But we back in the flesh. You feel me? If y'all in the chat, welcome. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all missed us as much as we missed y'all last week. You know what I'm saying? If you new to the channel, make sure you follow Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken Facebook page. Make sure you follow us in it for the Black People Media's Facebook page. You feel me? We got a dope show for y'all today, man.
Always.
Yeah, as always, per usual. Hey, we approaching a year, man. That's crazy. We've been doing this for almost a year. Next month, that's crazy. 11-11.
11-11.
11-11,
We
ironically.
gonna put something
You
together.
feel me? Oh yeah, my water bottle in the way. Yeah, we approaching a year, man. I'm excited about that. We really gonna try to plan a live show.
Fair.
If not a live show, some sort of 2VEC event, you know what I'm saying, that we need to just do and bless the people who've been faithful, you know what I'm saying? So
There you go.
to all the people who definitely been rocking with us, you know what I'm saying, for a while, we're going to try to do something for y'all. It's going to be lit, you feel me? Maybe we have some people perform, all type of shit, you know what I'm saying? So,
Fair is fair.
how you been though, man?
Good. Last
Yeah.
week I had a gala to go to.
How was it?
It was nice.
It was nice. I haven't been to
I
it.
like galas.
I do
That's
too,
my
because
thing.
you get to dress and be an adult and get
I'm always
spiffy.
an adult outside of here. But
Yeah, okay.
Super adult.
Yeah, a
over
lot of
here.
changes
Yeah.
happening, man. I didn't cut the locks off, all type of shit.
my
You know
life
what I'm
you did.
saying? Yeah, it was time for some different energy, I guess.
We've been on a year for our own platform. We've been with WIF
Yeah, P fucked it up.
for about what 2-3 months.
Yeah, something like that. I feel like it's been a while, but you know, it's been a nice little ride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, there's a lot going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Per usual.
Don't.
You feel me? But we're gonna kick it off on some two vex shit the only way we know how to kick it off. You feel me? And so I saw yeah, I know, right? This is more funny though, and maybe a preference thing, you know what I'm saying? But the phone lines is open. If y'all want to call in, you feel me, to debate some shit with us, or y'all got something y'all want to talk about with us, definitely call in. You can see the number across the screen. But I saw a post the other day, basically that said, fellas, if you and your homies are in a city for 24 hours, y'all walk in a bar and see one table of 5 decent-looking older women and a table of 3 young bad broads, who do y'all think would be easier to smash? Keyword, smash. Keyword, smash. What do you think? Now, hold on. Before you answer, and if y'all in the comments, please answer the question too. So somebody in this post, it was on IG. Somebody in this post, one of the comments, and I just thought it was hilarious, so I wrote it down. They say, the decent looking ones gonna be easy because they know what they want and they live in reality. The young ones living in delusion. So if you was with your homies, the decent one looking, so the older ones are the decent looking older ones.
Okay.
Yeah. So the group of 5 is the decent looking older women, and then a table of 3 young bad broads. Who do y'all think would be easier to smash? Keyword, smash.
See, that's difficult though.
It depends. How many of y'all is it?
I know. I thought about it too. They didn't specify. So
If it's 5 older chicks and it's only 3 young chicks, then it's one of them gonna be somebody gonna be left out in one of these scenarios.
Niggas taking 2.
unless
Hey, you ain't gotta hate. You come on too. Shit.
yeah, unless one of them freaky. You feel me?
It's always one, and it's probably the ugly one.
That's fair. So I think personally, the older decent ones.
Yeah,
I agree with the comment. But he said the decent looking ones gonna be easy because they know what they want, and they live in reality. The young ones live in delusion.
I see
some truth to that,
but
though.
like with the delusion though, like that's a couple drinks, my nigga.
What, for anybody? For any female?
For the pretty girls. That's a couple.
Okay.
That's a couple.
Somebody that might make them a little bit more delusional.
I know, right? It depends on who it is. You feel me?
Fair, but I still like I think my chances are.
So when I see this young ones, I'm thinking 24, 25.
They gone though.
They go. You say they going though. I mean, that's fair.
I mean, so I guess
you off, my boy.
I guess for me the question is if they going, and if the attachment part with it, right? Because they going, like they go like at the end of the day, like it. We all been there.
Yeah,
You know
for sure,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
So 24, 25, like you can easily took a chick home or took her somewhere and like got it cracking that night.
Yeah, depends on. We don't know what city we in, so they ain't specified.
Fair is fair, but still,
You feel me?
so I feel like.
So let's have fun with it. Let's say we in Vegas.
Oh, that's they probably already drunk when you met them.
Let's say
that
we
ain't
in
even,
Vegas.
you ain't gotta buy nothing. Now you just
9 times out of 10.
Now you just come on.
But it's something about older.
Yeah, I ain't gonna stunt because I done found it easier to take older chicks home and smash. Because
Sauce
dude said,
yeah.
they know what they want already. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right, but
There ain't
they
playing around.
coming out to smash. They know that they coming out to smash. You won't have to like woo them.
Right, but them young chicks, you gotta woo them, and if you don't woo them the right way, you might not get it, and you gonna be pissed.
And then you bought them drink, and then you bought them drinks for nothing.
you
Bro.
did
Nah, 'cause they ain't buying drinks or nothing.
Hey, I mean, I feel you.
I was doing a water switch. We all getting clear.
Yeah. So I think it depends. I think it depends.
No, but I definitely think that like for the night, it's gonna be easier to just take down the older chick because she ain't gonna want no strings attached. And she know like she gonna go ahead and smash and get on out the way. And then the younger chick, you gotta pretty much probably put out.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's like why would I waste my time with that headache?
That's fair.
So
while we before we started the show live, we kind of had a conversation about I'll just put it to you this way. There's this isn't really valid, but I'm just gonna say this. There's a petition, what feels like right now, a Free Will Smith petition going around. And I kind of want to talk about it. You feel me? And this is kind of the last time I even want to talk about Jada, because I'm kind of getting annoyed with it. You feel me? Jada Pinkett Smith. So basically, they had a couple of interviews out. Obviously, you know, she do the red table talk or whatever.
Right.
And in one of those talks, she was like, she said, "Don't allow your husband to keep you from finding the love of your life." First of all, what does that even mean? You already married. Second of all, first of all, what does that even mean? Second of all, you already married. So what is she insinuating, or what is she even saying with that?
Marriage and love don't go hand in hand. That's what that's facts, right? That's just facts.
I agree, but isn't that on the borderline? Not even borderline. That shit is just disrespectful to say that, and you married to a person
That's alive.
That's alive. Ain't even gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that she made that statement to me was very, and the fact that Will even went on, I think he made a mistake by even going on a still or interview or whoever that was with to even just talk about what they talked about before they got married. And
I mean, but why wouldn't you want to be in a monogamous relationship knowing the fact of, like, you are high profile celebrities?
Yeah, I guess
you saying what?
Because they both know that they have high profile and it's gonna happen anyway.
Right. So Ron, you said something earlier about Will basically agreeing when they got married or before they got married. So it's like, now who's at fault? Should they just? So I guess my question is, what they still doing together? Like, what's the point?
I mean, well, we don't know what he doing though. Like, she just in the public with it. So I feel like
that's even more disrespectful.
Because so that's how you taking it though. But we don't know what he doing behind closed doors though,
bro.
Like, I'm just saying though.
That's fair. Because we
don't
know.
We
just on the outs looking in.
Had his whole thing out there. You know, he might be just got him all through the crib.
I was definitely saying
hey, if he is, kudos to my mans. Then that would make him a savage, and I would actually really appreciate that.
Yeah, but but because you don't see that, you like, oh man, what are you doing?
But would you appreciate that if that's how it was going down, or would he be like a womanizer?
I mean, based off of what she's been doing, though, like, you know what I'm saying.
Okay, but say it came out that Will actually does have his chicks like walking around the crib naked and disrespecting her in that way, and you know what I'm saying? That's
a bit extreme.
Does that make what she's saying valid now?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it makes it valid.
So like what KJ was saying, we don't know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
We don't. But I feel like if certain things can get out, that shit can get out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But still, I think that at the end of the day,
if motherfuckers can film, I ain't gonna jump topics.
The love of her life was Tupac. We all know that. And so
I mean, she got everybody in the family looking like Pac now. Everybody shaving their head. Everybody bald head now. I'm just saying, they might as well get nose rings at this point.
She ain't never got over my man. She kept the love letter since that nigga was like
13. And then read it, bro.
And so, like, she keeps all these treasures. So obviously, Will Smith is not the love of her life.
That's clear. I think she.
So it's a power move
on her end.
On maybe theirs. Maybe by them becoming a couple together, it like heighten both of their like.
I think if my man don't get out soon, he gonna go crazy.
Well, that's now. They've been together for longer than for about 10 years.
You might as well just cut your losses, bro. Like,
I'm just saying.
At the end of the day, because it's just like, what's the point? And then he said something in that interview about like, oh, we not getting divorced. Like, you feel me? I can't remember his words verbatim, but it didn't make sense to me how he approached it. But I don't know what y'all think in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like at this point it's just kind of toxic, and it just feels weird. Because it's just like, if it was an open relationship from the beginning, then why is it even issues now? You feel me?
Because everybody has something to say. Like, we don't hear him complaining.
We don't.
He ain't saying that.
So what was the point of her bringing out the whole August Alsina thing? What was the point of that? What was the point of bringing? Oh, because August Alsina has tweaked. He made it public. Yeah.
He
That's
got
right.
attached.
That's right. He did get attached. Yeah.
That she ain't leave
Will for that nigga. Yeah,
And so
I forgot about
tried
that.
to embarrass her,
He
and
petty for
embarrass
that.
them.
Yeah, so
Right,
that's what
like,
kickstarted it all.
So know your place at the end of the day.
Yeah, you gotta know your role,
Know your
dog.
place.
Know your role and shut your mouth. Yeah, I don't know. I think so. Somebody, and since we already here, somebody said Jada Pinkett and Gabrielle Union basically trying to compete for the Jezebel of 2021 award. So I don't even understand the whole Gabrielle Union and D Wade thing. You saw the video of her flashing whoever was looking or who could actually see.
I mean, she's on like the 17th floor.
Yeah, it was just, I mean, the fact that it was just.
But she was acting like she was super young. She just turned like, 50 something. So
Yeah, it's just you ain't no way to rewind it. You know what I'm saying? So I think even that is borderline disrespectful, just because it was caught on cam and it's like you married.
At
You know
that
what I'm
part,
saying?
the camera part.
So it's just weird. I don't know. How would you handle that situation if you was D Wade? Like, how would
what
you?
could you do?
I mean, you could tell her, "Hey, stop wilding." Fuck you talking about? Like, go sit down somewhere. You could lay the law down in your household.
She wasn't even in his house.
Yeah, but clearly she run the household though. I mean, I think he said that shit in the interview.
Fair.
And we gonna touch on that later. But I just thought it was funny. I saw that somewhere, and
I mean, but she also came out and said in an interview that if it was any other woman, they would have left D Wade once they found out about the baby.
she said that.
Yeah,
She capping. Nobody would have left. It's D Wade. Like, they was on a break, bro. Break mean they wasn't going together no more, bro. I'm saying, what does a break mean?
Maybe they went on a break because of the baby. They knew the baby.
Nah, boy, they was on a break, boy,
take
and
that
he
one,
had a
that
baby,
baby.
boy. Nah, boy.
That baby just, it ain't like we
They
went
was
on a
on
break
a-
and then that baby popped out. And she was pregnant a whole 9 months.
They was on a break, and then he popped the girl up, boy. I'm just
Right.
saying, boy. Okay, so even if that's the case, what does a break mean? And we talked about this before, but
It
even
depends on the situation and the contractual agreement between those two.
so, she made it seem like per her, if this was anybody else, they would have left. She made it seem like he broke some contractual
Maybe that
rules
was
in
one
that break.
agreement.
Like, what, you can't fuck nobody else,
Don't get
or
nobody
or
pregnant.
don't get nobody pregnant.
Don't get
Like, which one? Because if you, I mean, you know, I mean, he did kind of,
Don't come back with no babies.
he did
boy.
kind of wild. For,
Maybe that's what it was. Don't
He
come
did
back
kind of, he did kind of go crazy. You feel me? But I guess, I mean, we all got our reasons. You know what I'm saying? But
Come back with a baby.
no, I'm just saying to step out in any relationship that we in. I feel like there's something that has to be happening from within to even do that. But that's a whole nother conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Fair, fair.
Yeah. So there's a video I saw by I think this was Steph Cole, I believe, and he was basically talking about and if there's any women in the chat, I would love to hear y'all 2 cents about it. He's basically talking about why do women lie about loving to get dug out, and he went deeper with it, but that was the premise of the conversation. And basically some of the roots were women love sex more than men, but men want sex more than women. But the society we live in have made women very pretentious and live in denial. We have found ourselves living in a world where everything is about women, 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 woman, woman, woman.
I can see that.
Why do you think women lie about that shit? Like, oh, I'm not that type of person. You know, oh, I've been celibate for.
I mean, it's easy to see your dick on her than to see her horny though. So
That's fair.
So you can always cover it up.
That's true.
I mean, so it is what it is.
Huh.
And then the whole like thing of them being like classy or all this whole
Yeah.
crap that goes along with it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why
I think
it's
it'd
simple.
be funny though when like on date naps, right? And I can't remember maybe I was telling this to you the other day.
Yeah.
On date naps, when you see women posting their little bio,
Long-term relationships. Don't be trying to just smash. I ain't interested in you in no one nights.
Yeah. So like I just feel like
Exactly what you want.
there's some unconscious things when it comes to that they even just be lying to themselves. And because I feel like I'm not gonna put nothing on my profile that says what man you ever seen. Well, I ain't looking at dude profiles, but I know that there's not a dude on dating apps that put in their profile, don't come to me with no trying to smash on the first night. I ain't on that. You feel me? I ain't trying to be no fuck buddy. You feel me? I ain't trying to get with you and your female friend. Like, so I just think it's funny when I see that on some, and some of them, don't get me wrong, you got some women out here who really are celibate and who really do want to, like, you know what I'm saying, wait to that for that perfect one, whoever that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't think the shit. I just don't think the shit exists. But I just found it funny that, you know, women really try to play this role of not wanting or liking sex as much or more than we do as men. When I think that they definitely need the dig and stick, you feel me, way more than we need the, you feel me, the gushy. But it just be like we more.
I think it's a mutual balance. I just think that we're more satisfied with just the pleasure anyway.
It's fair.
So we don't really need just like, you know, like we're satisfied with like more than just like having sex. Like everything else is good as long as we get that release.
And then we Gucci.
Yeah, but not
opposed to women who need the emotional component to it.
I mean, a connection. Maybe we can say the physical. Maybe we can say they need a release too. Because most of them who say they're not having sex, they ain't even like playing with themselves. So they don't got no release. So it's just all built up. And so I guess that's why the term like, oh, well, like, you know what I'm saying? You need to get you some.
We do that or?
No, them. Because the nigga masturbate quick, bro. And be
fair.
Good. Like,
yeah, we good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't go on my day now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The morning's great, but I don't know.
Interesting.
For them, it's different.
I guess,
I
bro.
feel like we need a woman up here, though, to talk
yeah,
about
no,
that.
we do. Obviously, we always do. Because we talk a lot about women, and we love y'all. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But speaking of women, I kind of want to jump to this because I just saw it recently. So I don't even know what tour it is. What is it? The Omarion, the B2K. What tour is it? It's the
back.
Yeah. Because they on tour right now.
That's how it happened.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, Lil Fizz and Omarion got into it because Lil Fizz cracked Omarion's, was it his girl at the time or his ex?
No, his baby mama.
Or his baby mama. Okay, so Lil Fizz cracked Omarion BM. Obviously without telling him that anything was going on, and he just cracked her, which we gonna ask a
But
question.
then they continue though. That was a bigger issue.
So he kept cracking.
And then
you
it
feel
became
me?
a relationship.
And then it became in a relationship.
Yep.
You feel me? So basically, now that they on tour, and so he had to have reached out to Omarion before the tour because they wouldn't have been on tour. Like he wouldn't have been on that tour if he didn't reach out to him. You know what I'm saying?
Last time when they found out, I think Omarion canceled it. So yeah,
right. You feel me? So Lil Fizz publicly apologized to Omarion while they was on tour.
Fair.
And so my question to you is, and it's a 2-part question, but my first question to you is, would you even, or can you accept an apology from your homie if he did something like that to you? Can you accept an apology from him?
Crack my baby mama.
If he cracked your BM and then started dating her? Because that's what happened, essentially. He cracked his BM and then he started dating her.
I mean, we ain't friends.
But they was cool. They was in the whole group.
We were. Shit,
I think they was still cool, though.
people change. How? I mean, we got to be cool and cordial because I still have a child there who obviously you interact with on a daily.
Right.
So we got to be cool.
Right.
But nigga, we ain't friends no more.
You saying
You ain't my friend no more.
before he cracked?
Nah, when I found out you cracked. Depending.
So you saying you wouldn't be able to accept an apology?
Not after the relationship. What you building a relationship for?
I mean, it's
Because
fair.
now I'm just like, now you wanted her the whole time I was with her.
That's true. So it's like,
now
nigga,
I'm
you was
like-
plotting this.
Right now, it's just like it just come off super weird because it's just like, oh, you really wanted to be with her. Huh?
Okay, so what if he came to you before he cracked her and said, "Hey, yo, what's her name? Be super flirting, bro. Like I ain't on that with her." You
I mean,
feel
but
me?
then
But
I'm
like,
tell him like either go or pass.
huh?
Either yes, nigga, go ahead, do you?
Right. So
or-
what would you tell him if he came to you before he even acted on anything and said, "Yo, what's her name? Be super like."
Like I said, it all depends.
What it depend on? I'm coming to you at this point.
It depends on
He not with her no more.
I don't
They just
care.
that just
it
is
still
beyond.
depends.
What does it depend on? I'm asking you.
It depends.
I'm playing devil's advocate right now. I'm
It
asking
still
you.
depends on my feeling of her.
Okay. But so what if you got a whole nother girl?
matter.
It do matter, boy. What you
don't
mean it don't matter? I'm asking you. Okay, hypothetically.
No. I just said it. It don't matter.
What don't matter?
If that's my old girl,
Right.
And I'm like, nah, bro.
Right, so I'm
that's
asking you.
one that you can't smash.
Right. So
then
that's what
it
yeah,
is.
that's what I'm
Then
saying.
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
So
But if I'm like, thanks for telling me, but yeah, go ahead, bro.
okay.
You do whatever.
So what
wanna
if you
do.
ain't had no kids by?
It's still the same. It don't change.
Why not though? You not obligated to her in any kind of way. Like you feel me? Y'all ain't got no kids together.
Nah, but that history is though.
Okay, but let's say it's been like
Nah,
10 years.
Ain't no 10. I don't give a fuck.
I'm asking. Look, I'm just asking. Let's say it's been 10 years. You feel me? And I run into her at a bar or something. You feel me? She gets a super flirt. I text you right away, boy. What's her name at the bar? She over flirting right now, boy. Is she trying to let me take her down? Would you let me? Is you cool with it? I just want you to know.
What about y'all at?
What by y'all at, boy? I'm finna slide, boy. Nah, look.
Where by y'all at?
Okay,
Where
so
you at?
that's how you gonna respond.
Yeah, what about y'all at? Depends
So
on
you
who
land
it
in
is.
the bed. You land in the bed with your wife.
My boy got emergency.
Yeah. He said, you land in the bed with your wife.
Bro, tire just got busted. Like,
You land in the bed with your wife. You finna get out the bed, come to the bar we at to do what?
Tell you now.
You could have just texted me and said, nah, boy.
Nah, you need
I'm
to,
good,
you
boy.
need to see this in person. Nah, bro.
See, that's interesting, bro. I don't think I would care.
I think it depends.
I think
if
you
still
would,
got
though.
a relationship with that.
Well, I'm
person.
saying, well, if you don't, like I'm saying, if you got a wife, you married, y'all got kids, y'all living happily
So
ever after.
everybody, I'll say
I run
everybody-
into your ex girl.
Everybody feel like it's
One of your exes, not even your ex girl, one of your exes.
Okay,
After
so-
10 years,
So depending on the ex.
that says a lot about you.
Depend. All right.
I'm just saying. It says a lot about.
It is a code. You're not supposed to hit certain your
Depending on the
exes,
I'm
ex.
just playing devil's advocate.
on
I ain't
the
saying
ex.
I'm out here doing it. I'm just saying I want to push some energy. You know.
Like depending on the ex.
Okay.
Will depend on the result. Like 9 times out of 10.
So
Yeah, it'd be
what's
like-
dependent on it for you? Like if y'all was like madly in love and she like broke your heart, some shit.
Yeah, easy.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
asking. Yeah,
some
okay.
shit like that.
I think if you was around us while we was together, like you was kicking it with us, you know what I'm
So
saying?
he was, yeah.
Then it's a problem. Like if it was one of my exes that you really didn't know or really wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? But if it was one of my exes that you occasionally spoke to when we came around, you know what I'm saying? Or we went on double dates with your girl and my girl.
Okay, it's getting deep.
Nah, then it's
Okay.
different. You can't do that one. You know
Okay.
what I'm
But
saying?
see, but so because of the fact that you know her when you see her and she knows you, it means that she's comfortable with you, which means that he's already around. So it's a familiar face. It's one of those situations. So
Right.
depending on how tight and close me and her were, nah, bro, you gotta pass that.
I know. I ain't disagreeing with you. I just think it's funny. That's all. I mean, I think I agree with y'all in a lot of the senses. I think ultimately I would respect you for coming at me first. You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
I'm always-
and
I'm
then I'm gonna be
always,
like, you feel me? Shit, if that's what she want to do, go ahead. Like you feel me?
I think depending on who the friend is, you have a dependent on too, though.
That's true. Like if I'm your homie and we close,
Right. And then
I'm probably gonna be
oh,
like,
hey,
nah, I'm cool.
so-and-so is
but shit
doing
happens, bro. Like you can even be like, nah, and then you just go on to finish enjoying your night. But every time you turn around, she right there. You feel me? At you. You feel me?
But I didn't already text you.
I'm just saying.
I didn't already text you.
Shit happens though. I'm just
All
saying. He said, "Look, we gonna stick on it." I big ups to Marion at the end of the day. For even, I think he forgave, but I don't think he gonna forget. Obviously,
why would he forget?
because clearly, what you up here
why
saying, like he not gonna forget. You know
I mean,
what I'm saying?
that's the mother of his child. Like,
Right, so
for
that's
me,
different.
Though, for
That's
me
different.
in that whole situation though, is that you guys had a relationship, bro.
Right, that's different.
Like, it's not even like you smashed her that night and went on about your business. You didn't form a full relationship. You are stepdaddy to my kids right now. Y'all done live together.
Yeah,
he was my homie. What you mean?
It's different.
Nah, bro.
No, it's fair. I mean, he crossed the line, and he was able to. Did you hear the apology? He was able to
I ain't even know nothing about it.
He was able to like fully take accountability for it, and I respected it. But at the same time, I feel like he only did it because he got cheated on. So like, you know what I'm saying? It was one of those things where it's just like, damn, bro, I made this horrible mistake. So funny. You feel me? Yeah, I mean, that's a karma thing. I mean, because it's like, man, we in the same group together. This show BM. Like, that's just, I ain't know. And then he already looked fierce, so it's just like, bro, it shouldn't be that hard for you to, like, get played, my dude. So it's like, why would you even go so close to home? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Apparently, it's hard enough. They keep circling bitches.
I mean, I guess, but it's a lot of, some of the females, them women got to take accountability for it, too, bro. She knows she shouldn't smash Lil Fizz. You feel me?
Fair.
But at that point, it's just like, shit, she probably was trying to get back at Omarion.
So, but I'm just saying, so who should have more integrity, though? The dude or the girl?
Lil Fizz. Because, I mean, women going to be women. So,
funny.
I'm just saying, you feel me, at the end of the day. But yeah, anyway, interesting. You feel me? If you new to the channel, make sure you go follow us, Center for the Black People Media. Make sure you follow Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken. You feel me? Facebook page. Follow the IG too. You know what I'm saying? 2VEC Podcast, number 2 VEC Podcast. We approaching a 1 year anniversary. I'm glad KJ brought that up because now I'm going to talk about that shit. Every show now. 11/11, we putting something together. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be dope. We trying to do something live. Like really live, people being in the building, you know what I'm saying, and we trying to go hard like that. But yeah, man. So to switch gears a little bit, how do you feel about Charlamagne the Guy? Do you watch Breakfast Club?
I used to, and then he like do a bunch of sucker shit.
Good. I'm glad you said that because he made a comment. He was on like his new podcast or some shit like that, and they was talking about he had this female guest on, and she was basically saying how she's been dating a lot of like and I couldn't really see her face, and a part of me felt like she was capping a little bit, but whatever, to each his own. She was saying how she's been like dating these like celebrities and hoopers and athletes or whatever, and so she's just trying to work on. She said she can get a little sassy, right? So she was trying to work on that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Which I understand. You feel me?
Fair.
Now at the same time, me personally, in my opinion, I like a woman who got a little spiciness to her, like, you know what I'm saying, to a certain extent. Like, you feel me? Don't get disrespectful with the shit, but I definitely want you to be who you are if that's a part of your lingo. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that's a part of who you are.
Fair.
Be that. So anyway, Charlamagne, when she said that, Charlamagne the God said, I want a woman that's going to stand up for herself. I didn't disagree with that. And then he said, and speak her mind. I didn't disagree with that as long as it ain't disrespectful. You feel me? And then this is the part that threw me off. He said, and then he tried to gloss over it. That's what was more annoying. Like, he tried to jump to the next thing, and it was just like, hold on, rewind, my dude. What you just say? So he said, I want a woman that's going to stand up for herself and speak her mind. That's the type of person you will want to be the head of your household.
You really had a problem with that?
Bro, I thought he was the head of the house. I thought we were supposed to be the head of the household.
We are.
Right, so you agree with what he just said, and that, like, it don't make sense.
I mean, it depends on
what
what you
I'm
consider the head of the household, though. If she's running the logistics of the household and your word is final, is that what we're talking about?
That ain't how it came out of his mouth. I mean, we can even go further by some other shit he said by saying men have run things long enough. Now it's time for the women to run things. What does that mean?
Are you asking me?
I'm understand. I'm just saying, critiquing his statements.
His word choice is poor, though. I get what he's trying to say. But
what is he trying to say?
Too. So at the end of the day, like,
what is he trying to say? You feel
that
me?
We've run things for so long as men that maybe women can do some things better. That's what I assume that he's trying to say. But at the same time, like, I don't agree with it,
bro. I think if we even take it. And I don't like to go, you feel me, biblical or spiritual, because I don't know Bible verses like that off the top of my head, so I won't try to butcher it. But the fact that he said that's the type of person you would want to run or be the head of your household. He was clearly speaking from a male's perspective because he was talking when he said this. The girl had already said her 2 cents, and then he followed up with that from a male's perspective. And then he was basically saying, if a man cares about a woman being a little sassy, then like, he a goofy, he a sucker. Now, I ain't disagreeing with that. Like, I don't care if you sassy. Like, that shit not gonna bother me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying long as it's not disrespectful, you feel me? Then that becomes another conversation.
Yeah.
But the fact that he took it to the point of this the type of woman, this the type of person you want to be the head of your household, I don't necessarily agree with that.
I mean, but what does that even mean?
That's what I'm trying to get.
Like,
that's what I'm trying to engage the conversation to.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to say, like, because I don't like if you want to make sure it's a bedtime structure. If you want to make sure that.
So you want a disrespectful, disobedient person running your household?
What is disobedient? I mean, what I say at the end is what it's going to be. So
okay,
it's not going to be like running the house because like my voice would trump all.
Okay.
So that's it. So who's really running the house? Like you can do whatever, but like.
So why make that statement?
I mean, I'm not Charlamagne.
I'm just saying.
I mean, like I said, I'm not sure. Tracy, what up, man? Tony, what up?
It's just interesting. Like you said earlier, he say a lot of sucker stuff. I think he is and I think it's tough because it's a lot of people, a lot of young men especially, who listen to the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so when my man out here putting this type of energy out that ain't even like valid or the way it's supposed to be, it's misleading. And it's just like,
I mean, I think a lot of the stuff they do on the Breakfast Club is misleading though. Like when
I don't watch it.
Even when you went back though, even when they tried to tear down Kevin Samuels, I was about Samuel Jackson. Even when they tried to tear down Kevin Samuels and tried to like discredit him, it's just like who you capping for though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, well, I don't like the way you talk and the way you act and treat women. Like you know how you know what's actually going on. Like you know how many motherfuckers out here doing shit that's worse than this. Like his is all opinion based.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to follow his guidelines or his structure, or you don't have to listen to his message. That's a choice. So at the end of the day, even though his following is big, like you're doing the same thing by saying like, oh, you're a clown because I heard you had a job before. Nigga, ain't that what you want? Somebody who had a work history, who knows what he's talking about?
Fair.
Who knows about like when he talks about fashion and when he talks about like how the media and how the market sees you, like that would tell me that he knows something about what he's doing, what he's saying. Why would you discredit that? But they hit a whole segment on that. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. They go back and forth. They cap a lot. So, I just leave them for what they are.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. I think the only episode I watched in full was when Soulja Boy was on there because that shit was hilarious.
Soulja Boy, hilarious though.
That shit was hilarious. Random. You been watching BMF?
I ain't even started. I've been with this moving process. I ain't watching.
Nah, that's fair.
TV
That's
show.
fact. I forgot you was moving. So when you do start watching it, I'm curious to know your thoughts on which one is the best right now. BMF, Power,
or Book of Canaan.
Book of Raising Canaan.
Okay, Raising Canaan.
Or Power. Was it Power?
Tariq.
Yeah, the one with Tariq. What that one called? Power
25.
Power Book 2 or some shit.
It don't even matter.
Ain't 50 writing on all of them?
So he's the creator and producer of all of them. They got the one female writer, and probably obviously other people, but she's like
How can you like really compare them? They all like the same show.
But they all different though.
Story.
Well, BMF obviously
is different.
BMF is obviously different because it was, you feel me, the BMF crew, Big Meech in Detroit. So that was different. It's being brought to life via 50. You feel me? So like he picked it up.
It's like he gonna do a White Boy Rick.
That's already been done. Like I don't want to see that shit. Like
the movie's been done with no TV show.
I don't want to see no TV show of that shit. But and then the Power thing was a whole nother vibe, and then the Power spinoff was like Ghost Son, basically. So it all kind of still plays and within itself, but except for BMF totally different. But the whole power universe kind of all like plays in, but they all different though. I mean, I don't know if you've seen all
like
of
the
them,
Kanan thing makes sense of why Kanan was so ruthless.
right? So it rewind.
It even
went
talk
back.
about like jukebox. Like jukebox was super cold, so you see why and what led up to her being super cold as an individual.
Yeah, I like her character.
Right. I like her young character. I don't like her old character.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Tweaking.
So,
She tweaked.
exactly.
But I like to see the start of how she got to the old character,
Fair.
which is really cool.
Right. But I mean, like I said, like Power, the original, and it's just the acting in it is going to trump it to me.
And the original Power, that's fair because they had a lot more.
Like the actors to me were just better.
Yeah, and
Like
then,
Kanan's good, like Jukebox is good, Rock is good, but like Marvin's decent. I like Joey Badass, but outside
he
of
been playing
that,
Joe.
like everybody else,
That's fair. I mean, they young too. You know what I'm saying? They kind of young. Rock she been in a couple things since she did that, and I don't know if she did these other things before. She was in Tony, the Soprano, the story of the young Tony Soprano. She was like a wife in that. I was surprised to see her. It kind of threw me off, but I was like, "Oh, look at Rock!" You feel? That was some funny shit. But no, when you do watch it, when you watch BMF, we'll have a future conversation. True. That was random, but no, let's get into another one of these topics. So there's been a lot of talk about. Actually, no, I want to go to this video. Did you see the video? Did I send you the video of the dude?
Was it a girl phone?
Yeah. So basically,
we can talk about. The funny part is we was talking last night and I watched it and he was like, "Oh yeah, watch the whole thing," and so I watched the whole thing and saw his face drop, and then I had a conversation about it earlier.
So for those who haven't seen it, there's a video out on some dude's channel. I don't remember who it was, but basically he was like asking people random questions. But the question was, do y'all trust each other? Basically, and he was like, and then he started the question with like, how long y'all been together? And Buddy was like, a year and some change. And then he was like, do y'all trust each other? And they was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know how much you paid attention to the girl, but like if you watch it again, just pay attention to how she reacts. And so he was like, okay, if y'all trust each other, would y'all exchange phones for 30 seconds? Would y'all look at it?
30 seconds?
Yeah, he was like, would y'all look at each other's phones for 30 seconds?
So
And they was like, yeah. So Buddy was like, yeah. He said, yeah, quick as hell, like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
no problem.
Now, if you notice, old girl didn't even have her phone.
Right.
She had to go get her phone from wherever the fuck her phone was. She's like, oh, I ain't got my phone. That was the immediate first, like, well, you can honestly not have your phone. I don't know what the pre-conversation was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anyway, she went to get her phone. She bought it back. They switched. And let's just say for, conversation's sake, Buddy name was Rob. And let's say Buddy. So the white dude was like, when they switched the phones, he started looking at her phone first. And then the white dude was like, what's your name? And let's just say his name was, Jim. And then he was like, oh, my name's Jim. And then Buddy immediately said, oh, well, who is Rob? And Buddy's immediate response was, yeah, who the fuck is Rob? And so it was like, and so she never wavered. This was the crazy part. Like, she never wavered. She never said anything. He was just like, who the fuck is Rob? And then she was like, bro, like, chill.
Fair.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Chill.
Fair.
So anyway, my question to you, and then we'll get deeper in it. Would you
Switch phones?
would you switch phones
Yeah.
for 30 seconds with your girl?
Yeah. I don't care.
Huh. I would too.
I
I think if you want to see my phone, don't get mad at what you open up and see.
But see, the interesting part is what you looking for in the phone. Are you looking?
Oh, mother's gonna go straight to the text message.
You looking for a reason to stay or looking for a reason to go?
Mother's gonna go straight to the text
But
messages.
still, though. But look, even when you look at the text messages,
because he went straight to the text messages.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
That's what I'm saying.
So when I saw the video, my issue was first.
Go ahead, and then I'll tell you what my issue
Was first that the dudes that she was talking to was in the top 5.
Yeah.
In the top 5, like that Rob person that you just talked about was was at least the top,
top
3 or 4.
Yeah, because
Which
he found that
means
shit very fast.
You talk to him like regularly.
Yeah.
That's a regular talk.
Yeah, and then the fucked up part
So-
was it wasn't just him. It was another motherfucker.
It was 3.
Yeah.
It was 3.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, she asked for money
From
all
one of
3. For all 3.
Oh, it was all 3. You
all
right.
3.
You right.
Rob gave her 90.
Then she told that nigga you wasn't gonna give it to me.
On my life. Why you asking him for money? You want to go give it to me? Okay.
Oh man. This is what I got from it. Buddy, who was with her in the video, clearly in his mind was thinking that he was the only dude that she was talking to.
True.
It was clear. It was evident.
I mean,
Now,
face showed that it was
his face showed that it was clear and it was evident. That and then the fact that he was making it a big deal was evident too, that he thought that he was the only one that she was talking to. And so, in my opinion, if I'm talking to a girl, in the back of my mind, I'm just gonna be thinking that shit, she definitely fucking with somebody else. Regardless if I'm right or wrong. I'm just gonna think that, because then if I find out, I'm not gonna react how he reacted.
But he
You know
didn't
what I'm
react
saying?
bad though. He just
Bro,
had this look.
he
Like his- you
started
just
wilding, my
saw-
nigga. He didn't get a phone back, bro. Like, just get a
but
phone
look,
back.
though.
She asked that man like a million times, "Can I get my phone back? Can I get my phone?" Nah, who is Jacob? Who is John? Who is?
But I think that's more the fact of like, why you dodging the questions instead of keeping it real.
She ain't got to dodge nothing. You saw what the text said. Like, she asked them niggas for money.
Oh, but why? Like his whole thing was why. Even
At that point, why does it even matter? Shit. If you feel that strongly about it, oh well, shit, go be with them niggas then. That should have been his only response, my dude. If you feel that strongly about it by asking all these
well, he
questions,
still wanted to know why. I mean, he still needed his closure.
he was a sucker, bro.
He needed his closure though.
He was a sucker, bro.
He needed his closure though.
On what? That was nothing to close, boy. She texting other niggas. If you think you the only nigga that she talking to, and you look at her phone for 30 seconds and you see 3 niggas that she talking to, ain't no closure needed, boy. All right, go talk to one of them 3 niggas. You feel me? I'm gone. I would have walked off in the mid interview, boy. Go talk to one of them other niggas. You feel me? And I would have walked off. You wouldn't have?
No.
Too bad, boy. I'm just
when
saying.
I walk, I mean,
I'm just saying. I don't know.
what I'm walking off for.
I'm saying, like, why? Because it's at that point what you need to know. You already saw what you need to know in the messages. You feel what I'm saying?
I hear exactly what you're saying.
Right.
I mean, but at that point, it is what it is. And
Also,
so,
you was
like,
gonna go home with her that night after finding out she was texting other 3
I
niggas
mean,
that
what-
you
what-
thought.
But wait though. What you say the other day? Shit, she ain't my girl, but she with me right now. So y'all can catch y'all later.
I mean,
like, what you talking about? Like,
huh?
we here right now. So we here right now. I'm gonna finish my trip, and then you go ahead.
Yeah, I could finish my trip without you. Yeah, you could go get you another room. You could do all that. You feel what I'm saying?
You didn't kick that completely
Yeah.
out.
If I'm thinking that I'm the only dude that you talking to, which was his first mistake.
Fair.
If I'm thinking I'm the only dude you talking to, and then some random dude who doing the show come up to us and tell us to switch phones for 30 seconds, I look at your phone, immediately I see 3 other dudes that you texted and asking for money. How am I supposed to react to that? I personally would have reacted the way I said I would react. Oh shit, you asking these niggas for money? Shit, go get money for them then. You feel me? I'll let you. And I would have walked out, boy. Ain't nothing else to talk about, bro. Like, I'm not finna be sitting there talking about who is Jacob, who is John,
I mean, I'm not
who
saying
is
like you got.
nah, boy. Like,
I mean,
he did though.
Obviously, he cares.
Yeah, at that point you gotta stop caring, boy.
Obviously, you can't let-
At
you
that
just-
point,
you
boy,
just-
stop
you
caring,
just
bro.
cold. You
gotta
I'm
let
just,
it go, man.
I'm just saying.
cold.
What you saying?
Count your losses. Man.
Exactly, boy. Like, you just gotta move. You gotta keep it moving. Like, cause at that point now you look like a sucker. Now you asking all these questions. Shit, what you need the money for him for? She already said you wasn't gonna give it to me. Damn, now you
so once she said that, and that's super disrespectful. I mean,
exactly.
it is what
At
it
that
is.
point, boy, you gotta go and keep it moving.
I mean,
bro.
it was what it was. Once you asking for $100,
I'm just saying.
I
You feel me?
mean, that's just that. Like, it don't even matter. Once you asking for $100, like in my head, like I'm gonna just get what I can get out the rest of the trip, and we go our separate ways.
Nah, I'm good.
Bro, it sounds like so they was together for a year and a half. It's so much more complicated inside of that situation.
How?
What you mean? How? What you doing?
She
You
kept
could
it under
be
she
living-
kept it under the wraps for a good time.
I mean,
though.
that's because that nigga probably working. And I mean, he ain't got no reason.
He was too, and this leads me to my next question.
He
Though,
ain't got
bro.
no reason to be sitting around like stalking and all. Like, let me see your phone.
I ain't saying you gotta. I ain't saying you gotta do
Like,
all that. I'm probably sure he never asked her for her phone. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But women use shit like Snapchat to cheat. You feel me? Facts, right? Because that shit disappears, right? Women use shit like Snapchat to cheat. You know what I'm
But you can
saying?
say that shit.
You can, but they ain't saving that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go on their phone, they erasing that shit and then re-adding them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I obviously women use that. I asked the question, why do women use Snapchat to cheat? Because you can erase that shit and it disappears after what, 24 hours?
48, 24. Depending on how you got it set.
Bro, it's a cold world out here, bro.
I ain't never say it wasn't.
It's a cold world out here. That's what I'm saying. In that situation, he looked bad.
So he looked bad because he kept asking.
Exactly.
Fair.
That's all I'm saying.
But all I'm saying is he could have just finished his trip and it could have parted
What's the point?
ways.
What's the point of finishing the trip?
Because maybe you still wanted some ass. I mean,
yeah, but it ain't gonna be the same because he thought he was the only one cracking.
Nah, it's definitely. I mean, it's gonna be worse then because you just in it just to get some ass.
But he ain't looking at it that way because he was emotional. His feelings was hurt.
Nah,
you feel me? So now he look at her different completely. You feel me?
Fair.
So now he can't even
more to just dog her. Like, I mean,
yeah, but if that was the point, he would have said some other shit and just walked off. But he didn't. My man was trying to get answers. Like, what? Like, what you trying to get answers for at this point? She telling my man, bro, chill, relax. Well, bitch, what you mean you relax? At this point, like, you feel me? Who the fuck is these niggas? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, if a girl telling you chill, relax, she was so chill about it. This is not her first time, bro. Like, she was so chill about the whole thing. She didn't raise her voice. Can I get my phone? Can I get my phone? Can you please give me my phone? I was like, wow, this is crazy. But I'm just saying, bro, it's just very interesting. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it is what it is.
It just
I mean, but still though, like, so what was it? Because I talked about this earlier, and I was just saying like boundaries. Because somebody else was like, oh well, like if that's my friend, then like I can ask my friend for money, and I was like, well, not if you're in a relationship.
Nah, you're not asking no other dude for no money if you're in a relationship. Like, I don't care if that's men and women can't be friends anyway, boy. So that's just a whole nother conversation. You feel me? Men and women just can't be friends, bro. If you do one day I'm gonna do a vlog just walking around the city of Chicago and asking dudes and females, can men and women be friends? And I bet you're going to get more dudes that say no, men and women can't be friends than you get women. Women obviously you going to get some women that be like, nah, that'll never work because all my friends want to fuck me or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then you're going to get naive women. Oh, yeah, of course we can be friends because them the ones who have to orbit us. And we're going to touch on that. We're going to touch on that. We're going to touch on that when we come back. You feel me? For those who just coming in, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you go follow What's In It For The Black People Media's Facebook page. Make sure you follow Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken Facebook page. Make sure you follow the IG 2VEC Podcast, number 2 VEC Podcast. We got some more topics we're gonna talk to y'all about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We approaching 1 year anniversary.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking. It's kind of surreal to know that we've been doing this shit for a year strong. You know what I'm saying? 40 plus audio episodes in for sure.
Fair.
Even including What's In It For The Black People Media, because I think I just included that.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all follow the YouTube too, man. Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken. We got a bunch of visuals up there. Audio wise, we on all the platforms: Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts. Yep. If I'm missing something, I don't know if I am or not.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, we excited, man. We're gonna try to put a live show together for y'all. Everybody
we'll be putting together a live show.
Yes, there you go. Thank you for
it's coming, so stay tuned.
Thank you for the correction.
Come out, show support.
Correction, I do know your father.
Come out, show support.
Yeah, definitely do. We're gonna have some stuff up for that soon. Obviously, because 11/11 is fastly approaching.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? So
month away almost.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask another random question before we go to the top of the hour. Is cereal a soup?
Hell no. Why would you say something stupid like that? The fuck?
I saw it the other day, and I just wanted to ask: Is cereal a soup? It comes in a bowl, and it comes with milk, and you got to eat it like soup. Is it considered a soup? What is a soup? Does a soup have to be hot?
We talk about that when we come back.
I'm just saying.
Go ahead,
y'all answer it too in the questions.
WIIFTBPM. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality Black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe Black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of Black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
Hey, yo, Ray. Oh, yeah. You know, same old church, you know. I'm F&B. Shout out New Money Casino, man. You know, they're my people. That's my team. Double S forever. Hey, oh, I see you over there. Turn up, hello. If I said it's up, then it's up there. And when they go up, no, it's stuck there. Said it's been their way since back in the days. We was jumping on the bus, no bus fare. Had to make a way to eat, no lunch fare. You ain't gotta check my waist, no, the gun there. And it's been their way since back in the day. Bitch, I'm still with the gang and it's up there. So if I said it's up, then it's up there. And when they go up, no, it's stuck there. Said it's been their way since back in the days. We was jumping on the bus, no bus fare. Had to make a way to eat, no lunch fare. You ain't gotta check my waist, no, the gun there. And it's been their way since back in the day. Bitch, I'm still with the gang and it's up there. Said I got some homies, but I don't call them my homies. Say them be my bros for a fact. I know a nigga wanna be part of the squad, but his bummy ass is a rat. I got a cousin I love like a brother, but I cut him off, he finessed me for racks. If it wasn't for his mother and my mother being sisters, then I would've got his ass back. Yeah, lately I've been trying to stay up out of my feelings. Smoking Obama rest, got a nigga high like the ceiling. I got a lot of guns spread it all over the city, and if I make a call, you gon' see them double S members. Niggas talk shit like a bitch on the internet, but that's the type of shit to get a pussy nigga wet. 2, 2, 3, hit your skin, oh you feeling that? Hey, your ass lit like the tip of a cigarette. Hey, bitch, I'm the same old church. You play with the name, you niggas know the gang gon' bust. I stay with a king, but not the kind to help me walk. You niggas some lames, see y'all to finally piss me off. Now I'm in the mood, cause all you pussy niggas is soft. You niggas popping pills, get up in your feelings and talk. I like the red tape, a nigga outline them and chalk. And if I say it's up there, then you know that you lost. Yeah, once you cross me, then you lost me. Time to cook a nigga in the pot like some coffee, or put him in a coffin. No, I do this shit often. Beam on a gun, help me often. I don't like talking, cause that shit had me exhausted. I've been the fuck around, lost it. Smoking on this weed and it's green like Boston. Boy, I have to make a nigga swing with the dolphins. If I said it's up, then it's up there. And when they go up, no, it's stuck there. Said it's been their way since back in the days. We was jumping on the bus, no bus fare. Had to make a way to eat, no lunch fare. You ain't gotta check my waist, no, the gun there. And it's been their way since back in the day. Bitch, I'm still with the gang and it's up there.
All of that pain in my brain, all of that pain in my soul. Trying to put dirt on my name. You a little sneaky little whore. If I say it's up that stuff, baby, I'ma fuck up my trust.
Say what? I like that. Nice, right? Yeah, we rolling, boy.
I know we rolling, boy, and be cool.
I'm just saying, you tweaking.
It'd be funny though, so it's all good.
Fair is fair. Fair is fair.
Somebody told mine the other day. That's your favorite word, eh?
Me?
Nah, it was somebody else.
Because fair is fair.
It is fair.
Sometimes. What's good, beautiful?
What's good?
Welcome to the podcast today. It's your boy, Flies for the KJ. The man who got something to say. And my, go ahead.
That's exactly why you need to leave it to me, boy. Stop fucking shit up. Nah, what's good, beautiful people? Welcome back to the podcast. Two Vegetarians Eat Chicken. It's your boy, Mr. Lingo himself.
It's the man who always got something to say. Your boy, Flies for the KJ.
And we broadcasting live from WBGX. What's in it for the Black People Media If you new to the channel,
That's super aggressive.
I know, boy. Fuck you, stop trying to steal my shit, boy. Nah, if you new to the channel, make sure you go follow What's in It for the Black People Media Facebook page. Make sure you follow Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken Facebook page. It's been an interesting hour.
Yeah.
We took a week off. It always feel weird when we come back from a week off.
It's always a vibe, though.
It's always a vibe. KJ had to go to a gala, so I'm going to blame it on him. You know what I'm saying?
It's all right.
I can't do the show without him, so, it'd be weird, It's
Nobody
one vegetarian
blaming you when
chick.
you went to Puerto Rico.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. But shit,
trip
Puerto
out
Rico gala. Nah, just play.
That
Bro.
word.
Life is life. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, make sure y'all go follow the YouTube Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken as well. We got some visual stuff up there. You know what I'm saying? We are approaching a year. I'm gonna keep talking about it. We're approaching the year 11/11, 2VEC anniversary. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be live. We trying to literally do a live show. No, we are literally doing a live show. Let me stop saying that.
That's right.
It's going to be dope. You know what I'm saying? We going to have some stuff out soon. You feel me? Flyer, all the good shit. You feel me? Promo, all the good shit. You know what I'm saying? But before we went on break.
Orbiters.
Yes. But hold on, though. I really do want to know because it was people really like, it was really people saying that cereal was soup. And so my question was, is soup only soup because it's hot?
No, because it's cold soups.
Right, so why cereal not a soup then?
It's just like asking is salad or pasta.
That's fair.
Because you eat it on a plate? why cereal soup? Because it's in a bowl?
I think that's what they was trying to insinuate, because it's in a
You
bowl.
can eat cereal out of your hand if you wanted to.
That's true. I've done it before.
Yeah,
I've definitely eaten like honeycombs.
Cereal, cereal is literally the stuff that comes in a box. It's like it comes. It doesn't. It's not cereal once the milk hits it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you. I just thought it was interesting. Look around, playing some knowledge. Back there. No, I just thought it was interesting. And so I just wanted to ask. But orbiters. When you hear that word, what do you think about?
The planets.
So that's perfect, right? So let's look at Earth, right, as the woman.
Sure.
And what goes around
the moon. More women are Jupiter, right?
Okay.
Them bitches got like 7 moons. So they got 7 niggas.
So orbiters. Have you ever been an orbiter that you know of?
No.
Why do you think women keep orbiters around?
To get what they want. For validation.
Women keep orbiters around for validation.
Fair. That's the truth.
I agree with you.
Yeah. Because if I'm not here, if I'm like the main nigga and I'm not telling you everything you want to hear, this next nigga that want to be in my spot is going to tell you exactly the things that I'm not telling you.
Do men have orbiters?
Yeah.
What you was about to say? No, so I agree with you. I definitely think women keep orbiters around for a variety of reasons, right?
The string on guy, the guy,
the validation guy, the one they can like come and confide in,
dump their emotions on,
the one who always gonna compliment them, like that's validation too. Some women even have like fuck buddy orbiters.
Are they orbiters though? If they're fuck buddies,
that's a good question.
Because isn't that
so? An orbiter is considered somebody who's not cracking.
Yes.
Who's just
who's just floating around waiting to crack.
Got you. Okay.
Or waiting to get into that relationship to push out other orbiters, but he wants to be the main sole purpose, which includes cracking and having all the time. The dude's the fuck buddy. If he wanted the time, he will get it.
Would you consider an orbiter a simp?
How do you become an orbiter? How do you even get that role, man?
Friend zone.
All my life.
If you get friend zoned and you know you want to crack, but she friend zoned you, and then you stay around knowing that you in a friend zone and you an orbiter and you know she cracking somebody else.
I mean, it's just staying around trying to do something to please her to get into that position you really want to be in.
Fair.
Right. Which most women feel like niggas aren't doing.
Okay.
So I'll say this: with every female that I've talked to about this, they are super naive to the fact that they have orbiters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we go through a list of people they consider friends, right?
Okay.
And so outside of a few, the other dudes they consider friends, it's some type of like they realize it's some type of goal. Like he did like me back in the day, and he did X, Y, and Z, and he do hit on me every once in a while, but I just brush it off. Like, nah, nigga, that nigga serious. Fuck out of here. What you mean? What they say in comedy, like every joke is half-ass true, some shit like that.
Shelly said, "Define orbiter again."
I think I just did. But I mean, I'll say it again. It's a guy who's waiting around for the opportunity to become the guy, either the main guy or the guy that you're like having sex with, or he's trying to be the fuck buddy exclusively, or just a fuck buddy period, or he's waiting around so he can be the actual boyfriend and waiting for the next nigga to fuck up. That's an orbiter. Okay. So he's doing everything he can do to show you that it's better on the other side to X, Y, and Z. That
And you think women solely have orbiters for validation?
Unconsciously knowing, yeah. Majority.
Okay.
Because that's the nigga who go send that good morning text on my life.
Okay. That's not cracking, but he's sending good morning text.
Sending those weird ass prayers. I'm just saying though.
No, I hear you.
I'm just saying though. I can go to your house and do X, Y, and Z. Like,
Interesting.
Right, nigga.
Interesting. So speaking of orbiters and friend zones, I saw a video that basically talked about 3 ways to know if
you're orbiter.
No, 3 ways to know if a girl likes you more than a friend, and I'm gonna read them off, and then I want to know if you agree, and then we can kind of dissect those 3 things.
Fair. Go ahead.
So, one was she enjoys spending a long time with you, not time, a long time with you. She initiates or welcomes physical contact. She's interested in your romantic life. So when I say she initiates or welcomes physical contact, hitting you, rubbing your arm, rubbing your leg, want to wrestle, all type of shit. You feel me? Interested in your romantic life, like sometimes you find situations where girls get low key jealous when you start talking about other girls. You know what I'm saying? Even if she's just a friend, right? And then enjoys spending a long time with you. So do you agree with all of those things, saying that these are three ways you know if a girl likes you more than a friend? Are there other ways you can know?
There are plenty of other ways to know.
So would you say that those are the top 3?
I would say those are definitely clear.
Okay.
Right. Especially the touching part.
Yes. Because like, man, what's up with Brittany? But she always touching me, boy. Why she keep touching me, boy? Because she like you, boy. Like, you remember growing up, like,
it was used as reversal, like boys like to hit girls or whatever with the girls. But like, it's as an adult, it's definitely different. Like,
putting a head on the shoulder all the time. Like, bro, get off. If you ain't finna let me take you down, get off of me, boy. Stop leaning on me, boy. Watch out. Go lean on one of them orbiters, boy. Like, nah, look. No, so for real.
You see what's funny?
I'm just saying. So okay. So in the case of, and this is what I would tell a guy who's either stuck in the friend zone or feel like they in the friend zone, especially for the first one. She enjoys spending a long time with you. You gotta make a move. I'm at a point in my life, period, where I just don't want to leave nothing to chance, right? So I'd rather approach a situation and then fail,
right?
But knowing that I like made the move and approached the situation. You feel what I'm saying? So 9 times out of 10, Shelly agrees with the list. I do too.
I saw it.
You feel me? Oh, my fault. I didn't know you read the comment. I'm not Professor Xavier up here. What you talking about?
I didn't think that needs to be like, oh yeah.
No. I'm just saying, like, I that's where I'm at. Like, you feel me? With anything in life, and I think that's where a lot of dudes who get stuck in the friend zone or become orbiter. You know what I'm saying? Because they not making that move. They not.
See, I think that's where the game becomes a game.
I mean, it's fair. So
I think that's when they like. So I feel like most dudes know when they friend zone.
Yeah, I
'Cause
would.
I feel
I
like
would expect so.
if you come on strong enough, like she gonna let you know.
Yeah.
Right? Either she gonna play the flirtation role and go just continuously lead you on, and you like, this bitch wasting my time,
Mm-hmm.
or she gonna be like, you gotta have that conversation where it's just like, well, I like this,
Right.
this can't be happening, or blah 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 blah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if that's not really happening, you know what I'm saying. So now it's a game of you waiting around and what you're gonna possibly try to do to get out of this situation. Why wait around? Why not just move on?
True. So example. I'll use myself as an example. I had a friend, a girl I used to work with a long time ago. Long time ago.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's Bernie Mac. It's a Bernie Mac thing. Because I got a question about that too. That's why Bernie Mac just came up. So anyway, she sent me a message out of the blue. I haven't talked to this girl in like maybe a year. You feel me? And she was like, how you doing? Blah blah blah. I say, I'm cool. You feel me? You feel me? Cool. She was like, oh, it's been a long time. I haven't talked to you in a while. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to check in, make sure everything was good. I said, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you checking in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And then she was like, oh, we should hang out soon. You know what I'm saying? Now, the first time we hung out, we had fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I never cracked.
Right.
You feel me? Because she stopped it. You feel me? So when that happened, I was like, oh, okay. She on some other stuff. So cool. I'll leave it alone. I'm not going to try to re-engage now. You're not going to put me in the friend zone. I was already your friend. So how you going to re-put me in the friend zone? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you open up the floodgates, you might as well go all the way with it. You feel me? So anyway, I'm just saying. So she was like, oh, I just want to be upfront and let you know that I know we had some chemistry before. Yeah. But I just really need a friend right now, you know what I'm saying, et cetera, et cetera. And in my mind, I was like, but we was already friends. Like, we literally used to work together. We was already friends. So, like, you feel me? So, I don't think I need to hang out with her because we already, like, engaged and shit.
Right. Oh, okay.
And we was already friends. So now I think I ain't respond yet, but I want to be like, you feel me? No. You know what I'm saying? We can talk, you know what I'm saying, like via conversation on the phone or, you know what I'm saying, whatever, like, you feel me? But I ain't trying to be
in person
in the same room with you no more because, you feel me, what took place last time, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I just feel like if you ain't being direct in those situations, then that's how a lot of dudes become orbiters and then get friend zoned. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I know I like you in some sort of way, you feel me? I'm not finna be the one where you can just come and spill all your problems too, and all I'm thinking about is trying to take you down.
Fair.
So it's interesting. But anyway,
I mean, but that's somebody's game though. Like, that's some niggas' game though. Like,
yeah, and then when it don't work, then what they do?
They move on to the next one, or they wait for the next side event.
I guess, bro, but it don't work all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because women know who. Some women do. Some women know the level of their orbiters.
Maybe they just tell me that they don't know. I think that's what it is. They just tell me that they don't know.
Oh, because you got a lot of female friends, right?
I do.
I definitely. I was just saying.
I definitely got a lot of female.
I got a handful, bro. I ain't got a lot. Like,
but I'm not trying to. But like, I keep it at that level.
Oh yeah, because you don't never want to crack none of your female friends.
Nah.
No, that's fair. I mean,
I'm
that's fair.
I'm not trying to crack any of my female friends.
That's fair. So you saying men and women could be friends?
They can. I mean, I keep that distance.
I don't agree. Ron, can men and women be friends?
I have a female best friend, bro.
How long y'all been best friends?
Best friend.
About 10 years.
Okay, that's fair.
Have you ever cracked her?
That's 10 years.
I did. We
See?
actually
Man,
did.
why you saying that shit?
See? I feel like you said this before too.
Yeah, because that shouldn't take away from.
It shouldn't.
That doesn't
So was y'all
take
friends
away.
first though? I guess is my question.
No.
Before you cracked.
We weren't friends.
Okay.
Until after that.
Okay.
It was like awkward because we were both in a situation with other people. And we were just smashing on some spiteful ish because we both had something going on at the time.
Okay.
So that's all it was. It was a one time thing. And then it was like, it was stupid. You know what I'm saying? We weren't even really on that.
But you still cracked her though.
But we was friends after that. We was never on that again.
Okay. Got you. That's fair. I mean, it's some examples are, an exception. Like, you know what I'm saying? An exception. Like, you feel me? But I don't know. I know. I guess I could just speak for myself then. I can't. It's hard for me to be. If I ain't, I can be in a relationship with a female and then be like friends with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that comes with the territory.
Afterwards, I mean,
I think that comes with the territory.
And there is exes that I'm cool with now. Like, there's like 2 exes that I can hit up. Like, yo, what's up? Let's go have a drink. Just on some buddy shit.
That's fair. You feel me? But a lot of them, I'm not like trying to hang at the crib with past platonic homie hours, though. You feel me?
Nah, definitely not the exes.
That's different. Exactly.
Exes can't stay past that time.
Exactly, because then it becomes something. It becomes something different. You know what I'm saying? So to transition, I saw this and it made me think, and I want to know what your thoughts were. When you hear "stop feeding her ego," what comes to mind for you?
The validation.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Stop the validation.
That's the only way you can feed a woman's ego, by validating her.
What else are you doing?
No, I'm asking. I ain't saying that's not the only thing.
What else are you doing? Unless you're generally doing something else for her.
Okay.
If you are, hopefully you are more than a friend.
Yeah.
Then, like, what else are you doing besides the validation?
Okay.
I feel like that's easy though. Like, stop the compliment, stop the validation. But that's easily like just stop.
Now, is there a limit? Is there a limit to that though? Because I don't think you should not compliment a woman at all, especially if it's a woman that you are talking to or trying to get to know more on a deeper level. Or just
so like I said, so like that's different though. Like, so if it's somebody that you're pursuing, then of course you have to partially like give a little bit.
So even in ways of how you do that, right? So like when I compliment a woman, I like to do it in creative ways that she ain't always used to hearing, right? So let's say you got a woman who got like pretty eyes or some shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to compliment her on her eyes all the time because that's probably what she hear all the time, or on her smile all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to, let's say y'all go out and she got on a badass dress or something. You know what I'm saying? I'll say some random shit like, hey, shit, that bracelet really bringing that dress out. Like, you feel me? Like, it be your... I'm just saying, sometimes I don't like to be like, obvious. You feel me? Like, I just like to, you feel me? And then at some point it'll...
at the same time, like, so yes, I'm not going to be like, oh, I love your eyes so much. Like,
yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying.
Something different now, nigga.
You gotta switch it up.
But if the eyes are the most beautiful thing, then like,
because I feel like when you don't over validate or compliment a woman, when you actually do it, it means more to them, right? Because it's like, not that you don't
see them.
You feel me?
Everybody want to be seen, so it lets them know that you're seeing them, but at the same time, it's also like not overly doing it. I got you.
Right. So then you gotta still be able to. You still gotta be able to play that game in a sense, because then she gonna go get that shit from somebody else who one of the orbiters who gonna do it all the time. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? And again, when we talk about validation and what women desire or want. Some women want that shit all day, every day. Like, I'm not finna be that. I got other shit to do. Like, you feel me? Fair. So it's interesting. But I saw that and I just wanted to get your opinion about it. But so there's another one. I don't know why they ain't pop up. I don't know why they ain't pop up on here. My notes and my thing was tweaking. You feel me? So there's a video. I think this was through Dr. BOA.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. BOA, you feel me? Alpha's up, bases down. It's the motto. You feel me?
Alpha's up, bases down.
So there's a guy. You ever see those videos nowadays where they showing like they using like cards or some shit to ask questions to they like either past relationships or people they in a relationship, just engaging questions.
Cards?
See those?
Oh, yeah. Like the gold cards.
Yeah. Like one of them is like I think I wrote it down. Do you consider flirting in a relationship cheating?
I mean, no. Depends on the flirt.
What you mean?
Like, depends on the flirt.
What does that mean? Who you flirting with, or
how you're flirting? So
you saying
depends on how you're flirting. Like if it's like a back and forth, continuous, non-stop situation.
I thank you because I'm
What you
waiting.
mean,
I'm
like-
waiting.
No,
Do you
so
consider
listen,
flirting in a
listen.
relationship cheating?
I said no. Depends on how you're flirting.
What? How many different ways can you flirt?
So like I don't physically come out and just flirt, but women tell me like, oh, you flirt with your eyes and your body language. So
Okay.
I'm personally not like just saying like, oh yeah, and saying all this like sneaky ass shit to you to let you know I'm flirting.
If you giving that look, it's still
flirting.
flirting.
Nah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
but
boy.
But if you consistently doing it, and if you just if I just happen to look up and like catch you, like, oh, okay, like that can easily be a flirt. Was that intentional? No, but it just happened to be because you caught me off surprise. So shit. So that's what you get. As opposed to me like walking up saying something and continuously saying it.
If they caught you looking, then you wasn't flirting. But if you're like intentionally giving them that look and they know you giving them that look,
But see, I think that you can unintentionally flirt just by like catching eyes.
So let me ask you
I
this,
don't
dude.
think that's not considered flirting. We talking about the definition of flirting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unintentional flirting is different. It's like you don't know
Fair.
you're doing that. That's not flirting. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know you're doing it.
So you're not doing it.
You're flattering her, and you don't know that you're flattering her. You know what I'm saying?
But
so
it's
it's
still-
not like
but-
you're not shooting.
So do everybody flirt?
Yes. Everybody flirts,
Yes.
though.
Okay. So-
Everybody does.
But you don't think it's considered cheating?
Depends on the level that you're going. Like the compliment can easily be somebody feeling like you're flirting with them.
That's true.
Feeling like you flirting with me and flirting with me is
All right,
different.
so knowing that she got pretty eyes, and I walk up and be like, oh,
no,
your eyes bring out your like this dress. That's flirting.
That's not flirting.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
a compliment. Flirting.
All right,
You
bro.
know when you're flirting. Flirting is flirting, bro. Like flirting, man. You giving her these compliments, like, yeah, I do you, shorty.
Yeah.
You know what
So
I'm
let's
saying?
say, let's say, let's say,
doing it,
let's
though.
say. All right. So you at an event, right? And you go to the bar and get a drink,
Fair.
right? And there's a girl already at the bar. You know what I'm saying? And you walk up and she say, "Oh, I really like that sweater," because you fly sweater KJ. You know what I'm saying? So she say, "Oh, I really like that sweater." You feel me? And then you say, "Oh, thank you." And then you reply with, "Oh, I really like that dress." You feel me? And then she say, "Oh, thank you." And then you see her again at another part of the night. You feel me? She say, "Man, them shoes do really bring out that sweater."
Okay.
And then you hit up with another one. You feel me? Man, them red bottoms really bring out that dress. So now at this point, y'all flirting. You know what I'm saying? So now,
after the first compliment, the second compliment is a flirt. Okay, whatever.
nah, I mean, even the first one was, because it's just like,
Nah, because that's still not technically flirting yet.
okay, so
See, but
so the first
I
time,
feel like-
the first time is technically not right.
But
But
I
if you
feel
keep
like-
it going,
The second
if
time,
you keep it going. Okay.
A compliment is different.
So
Because-
what if
'cause
she
you can
said in a
compliment-
way like,
you can
what-
compliment somebody when you with your chick. A flirt is something you can't
One time.
say. A
One
flirt
time.
is something you can't say when you're around your chick at all.
Exactly. So he went around his chick the second time. Even the first time he went around his chick. So the first time is like, okay, cool. I'm at the bar. You feel me? A girl compliment my sweater.
What if she didn't see the shoes the second time, the first time?
Okay, but what if she say it in a way? What if she say it in a way
That's
like
what
you
I'm
feel
saying.
me?
Flirting it's different when you say or do something a certain way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm saying, okay, so I left that out then. So she say the second time in a way,
But
you feel me?
See, but you know though.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you know all.
But
that,
you
like,
but
oh,
you ain't
she's
you ain't
flirting
had
with me.
to. Okay, so but
Like,
you
know what I'm saying?
you
So-
said it back though.
So you know that.
So you say it back like shit. You feel me? Them
I mean,
shoes
it's
bring
no
out that.
different- It's no different than like some girl give you a compliment and then you hit her with like, oh, you can't keep doing this, like this whole compliment thing, because now I gotta give you one back. Blah blah blah. blah
Okay,
blah.
so the third
Like,
time
so-
she see you, she asks for the number. What you doing? Like, you tell me exactly. What you gonna say? Oh, I'm here with my girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Also, what the fuck you was flirting with me for? Like, you feel me? So that's, flirting.
I mean, but flirting but that's like a club scene. But flirting outside the club scene is a lot different too, and it's a lot more subtle. It's not so aggressive. It's not always.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even a club.
It's
It was a gala.
Okay, it's
Like you talking about?
but so like of course because we networking.
Exactly. Look, now they networking. Look, it's funny as hell. Now they
Got
networking.
y'all clothes.
Oh
networking.
man, that's
We
funny as hell.
networking.
Y'all ain't made one business
we had a
transaction.
gala talking about like fashion design and like how.
So it's
how
a
we
fashion.
do it.
It's a fashion gala. It's funny as hell. all these technicalities.
I mean, y'all just hit me with a tech. No, but I feel like
It's fair.
the flirting part definitely. So I'll say like at work, it's a lot of work flirting. right?
Yeah,
And
women
so-
be having work husbands and shit.
and men be having work wives.
Okay.
I mean, and so it's a
That's
lot
my
of
word,
like
bitch.
borderline. It's a lot of like borderline, like flirting that goes on. But
Okay.
at the end of the day, it doesn't look like the night scene flirting that we're talking about.
Okay.
At that point, it can easily be a look like, oh, okay, yeah, like. But if you continuously do some shit, like, yes, it's flirting, and depending on how in depth it goes. But I feel like a lot of it is subtle. So like that
That's
quick
true.
look,
Flirting can definitely be so.
that quick look that you give somebody, knowing, okay.
And she catch you doing it, you
he's
definitely
feeling
just
this- he's
you
feeling
definitely just
this
flirted
today.
with her. Yeah.
Boy, yeah, she liked this today. Like, yeah, bro.
Still cheating.
It is. It is.
Is it?
It is though.
If you got
You
significant
ain't gotta
other,
you ain't gotta be physical just to cheat. You feel me? You
Fair.
can do it in a lot
I
of different
ain't never
ways.
say that
You know what I'm
you
saying?
had to.
You can emotionally cheat. Obviously, we know
You
that.
can
But you know what I'm
emotionally
saying? And then you can physically cheat.
Obviously, flirting is what. So what is flirting? Because it's not emotional, and it ain't physical.
it is emotional.
I would put it if I had to put it under a category. I would put it under emotional
Why?
or mental. Shit.
or
Okay,
that too.
mental,
Like you
yes,
feel me?
but it's not emotional.
Okay,
Like you
I mean, I guess.
actively. So
I mean, if you start
actively
engaging in a
know-
conversation, it can become emotional
If you
because it's
act-
just like, damn, she ain't complimented me yet tonight. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You feel me? If you
I
thinking
mean,
in your
it
mind,
go that way.
she ain't complimented me. The girl you actually there with, and then give you a compliment at all tonight. You feel me? Maybe because y'all got into it or some shit, but she on some other shit and don't even want to compliment me. And then you get to the actual place, and then the first thing you get is a compliment from a girl. You emotionally already like, damn, she just gave me a compliment. I've been with this bitch all night. She didn't even give me no
I
compliment.
mean, well, that just sound like mental.
Nah,
I think
it's
emotional.
emotionally.
I think
You a little hurt that she ain't give
I
you no
think emotional
compliment, boy.
look, You so funny.
I'm just saying, you a little hurt that she ain't give you no compliment. And the moment you get one, you gonna confide in that woman who just gave you that compliment. You feel me? You gonna want to engage with her a little bit more, boy. Like, damn, she saw me.
You might wanna
She
be
saw
honest
me.
with her,
You feel me?
but
I'm just
Hey,
saying.
I've never thought about getting that confirmation on a date, but now that you said, I'm gonna be thinking about it because
every time.
having a woman tell you look nice when you step out on a date, I mean, it does.
Yeah, we
It's
need
confidence.
validation too
Yeah, we need
sometimes. You know what I'm
validation.
saying? We
Because
just don't be over seeking it
Because
though.
we did step out with this fit on, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying, for a
You
reason.
feel me? And it's just like I chose to step out with you. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm
now,
blessed to be in my presence.
But
Man.
most women do validate you. So if they don't, is that a sign?
I think so. I mean, it depends on why they ain't doing it, right? So, you know, it can be situational, right? Let's say y'all just got into it.
Nah. Say it's new, like it's a chick you just started dating, like you ain't even got a relationship with.
Okay.
You just been dating casually, probably 1 or 2 times.
Okay.
But whenever y'all go out on a
Awkward boy.
date, she never compliments you on how you look. You know, do you think that's a sign?
I think so,
maybe.
especially if I've complimented her at least a couple times, but she still hasn't complimented me. I'm a take that a certain way. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna take it a certain way. Like, I ain't gonna get butthurt about it, but I'm just gonna.
I mean, at that point, if I'm like, "Hey, you look good," I mean, the least you can be like is you too. Shit, like
Fair.
like
Fair.
like that's the least you can do. You ain't got to be like, "Oh, you look good," and I like this. You can be like, "Oh, you too." Like,
If
damn.
she just thank you every time, just thanks.
Oh, you can get out, bitch. Oh my life. At
You
that
keep it
point,
moving, huh?
all right, if
Hit
I
her with the Kanye. You don't see this coat? Do you see
like it.
this coat?
mad at you, my shoes. You
That's
see
fair.
these shoes? This
So
sweater, you better stop it.
so
You better knock it off. you know what I'm walking around in? What you got on?
So-
Get your ass out of here.
this next topic.
I lied, bitch.
Y'all funny as hell.
Go pack it up.
That shit ugly,
Get
boy.
it out.
Watch out. So this,
KD,
so
that's
this,
what you do.
this
That's
next
what you do. You Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant,
You invite somebody else to go give you a compliment on my life, bro. KD,
and then tell her
real
shit.
quick.
I've been waiting for a compliment from you all night.
All
You feel
night.
me? But I told old girl to come through because she complimented me all the time.
Fine.
Man, that's
Look.
a savage. That's a savage, bro. I said you gonna have that come? Yeah, because she complimented me. Fuck you talking about?
And we going home.
That's
Don't
funny
believe
as
it.
hell.
Call your Uber.
Damn, savagery. So this next topic, it's kind of threefold, right? So, one, I want to know, because I guess this question gonna open up the actual topic. So I want to know how much emotion are we supposed to give women, right? How much emotion are we supposed to give women, and are we supposed to deal with women from a position of power, right? You following me? Okay.
Look at you so funny.
I'm just saying. How much emotion are we supposed to give women? And then do we have / are supposed to deal with women from a position of power? All right, so remember those two. I saw a video, and it was one of those same things with the little card things or whatever I was talking about earlier. So the woman asked the man, and I'm actually show you a video so you can see it when we done, and I want you to see how she reacted to it, like if you really pay attention to it. So she asked the man, "Why do you love me?" Okay. Right? And so before I continue with what he said, actually, no, I'm gonna just continue. She asked him, "Why do you love me?" And he was saying, he started off by saying, she was like, "Why do you love me? It's an easy question." Fair. And he was like, I mean, it's an easy question, but it's a hard answer, basically. And so before he got to his like real answer, my man started getting emotional. You feel me? He started tearing up a little bit. You feel me? And he was like, and I quote, by the end of his answer, basically, in a nutshell, he was saying, "I love you because of how you love me." And then he said some more shit. But then by the end of his answer, he said he'll love her till they meet again. And he's the woman and she's the man. And so I was confused by that because I was like, "What? Huh? Like, what does that even mean?"
Song quote.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, is you talking about some afterlife shit?
Yeah,
like,
that's some Erykah Badu. I see you next lifetime.
Right. You feel me? And I was just like, and so for me, that goes back to the following first question, right? How much emotion are we supposed to give women? So for me, when I looked at that, I felt like he was like caught up emotionally, so much so where he didn't even have no control. She had so much control over him emotionally that he telling this woman, "I'm gonna love you till I ain't here no more, even in another lifetime."
I don't think that's her controlling him though. That's just him being overly emotional.
I gotta send you the video. True, but she knew the control she had. She did a little smirk, bro. I gotta show you the video. Like the way she reacted to it, it was just like, oh, she knows she got this, nigga. You feel me? And it was so much so, like, if they broke up or if she cheated on him, bro, it would be a wrap for him. Like, these dudes be killing themselves off of shit like this. Like, understand what I'm saying? So like, that's why I'm asking, how much emotion are we supposed to give women? You feel me? And then even in that, do we have to deal with women from a position of power? Right? So it's like,
what do you mean deal with them from a position of power though?
To the point to where you can be emotional in a sense, but you don't want to lose yourself so much so that you ain't got no control of your emotions. Man, you feel me?
I feel like it's a reciprocal thing. Like
it is.
You I believe in karma. You give out what you want back. Treat people how you want to be treated. So as much emotion you won't get, as much emotion as you want her to give you is what you should be giving. You know what I'm saying?
True, but somehow, some way, you still have to be, from a relational standpoint, right? Somehow, some way, you still have to be leading that in a sense to where you not losing control of who you are as an individual, right? So like he was saying, and I'm gonna send you the video. He was saying other shit like, you know, I've been through so much, like, and I'm not trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, companionship is companionship, but it was just the fact that it's just like when us as males, we love a lot harder than women do, in my opinion, right? So like he was at a point where it was just like he had no power or control in the situation. Not that he needed it, but he didn't operate from that. You feel me? So he just kind of looked like this like emotional dude. And then she like was wiping the tears from the man's face. Like, it was just weird. I got to show you, and then you'll see what I'm talking about.
I mean, so he was overly infatuated.
Yes. So okay, so I'll follow up by saying this, and if it's women in the chat, please, engage and let me know. So women don't value, and this is just something that I was reading from the video. These were comments that I was reading from the video. This isn't my words. You feel me? Do we got some comments?
They talking around.
Okay. So somebody in the comments said this: women don't value anything about you emotionally except what your emotional attachment to them causes you to sacrifice or give them. Women want to dominate you emotionally. They won't admit it because they don't know it. It's something they do naturally. Y'all agree with that?
I think the
that's deep as fuck.
But I feel like the way that the man shows his emotions that women don't pay attention to is the things that he decides to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not taking out everybody's garbage. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm not going to offer to pay or offer to make sure or even send you a text like, did you get home safe, to everybody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the actions that goes behind it for men. And so if I physically say like, hey, I love you, and I got to that point that you feel like you need to hear it as well on top of everything that I'm doing, then yes, that's me, like, I guess, quote unquote, loving hard.
Okay. Now, is it a limit to that?
To me, loving hard. I think that it...
So much so to where you still making sure you guard yourself, I guess is what I'm really asking.
Well, I think everybody still at some point will be guarded.
This man wasn't, but...
So... I think at some point everybody's guarded. I mean, she just found a way to break him down and to just like have him super relaxed that he felt like he can just be completely free. But at the end of the day,
okay, can
you really be?
No. Okay, so do you agree about the part women don't value anything about you emotionally except your emotional attachment to them?
I mean, I think they
causes you to sacrifice or give them.
I think they do because it shows them what you will sacrifice.
Okay.
So
then they use that.
If I did everything, like,
and they use that to control you.
If I did all this for my last girlfriend, then it shows you that I will be willing to do this for you if you made it to her status. So I think they do care. But yes, it would give her some, like, it's like in her benefit to see what she can get from you at the end of the day. Possibly.
Oh, Ron replying to the comments.
Yeah, I just said that they're talking to Ron.
Oh, okay. Riis, what's up? No, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
So, like I said, so like it's the history of it. It's kind of like the history. Everybody say like, have you cheated before? Okay. Like, does that matter? Technically, doesn't matter. If I cheated on this person before, does it matter? And does that say that I'm gonna cheat on you in the next relationship? It technically doesn't. It has no.
So what's once a cheat, always a cheat?
Everybody. I mean, but I'm just.
Is that just a saying?
Like, I mean, it gotta be.
Okay.
Like, because at the end
I
of
mean,
the
it's
day,
fair because you can't just assume that I'm gonna cheat on you because I cheated on another person.
Right, and at the end of the day, like, as much as people say like, oh, well, you fed me this story.
So if you cheated on a girl before and she asks you if you with a new girl and she asks you, have you ever cheated on somebody before? Would you tell her yes or no?
I mean, I don't even talk about my body counts or nothing, so that's a difficult question for me.
Nah, but it's ain't got nothing to do with body count. If a girl asks you, a new girl asks you, have you ever cheated on somebody before? Would you tell her yes or no?
I'll probably say, what's the point of you knowing?
Okay.
Why? What's the question for?
That's fair.
And then she'll give me her answer, and then I give her mine. And if I like it or not, I'll just tell her. Like, if I don't like it, I'll just I'll swerve the question. So there you go.
If you swerve that question, you ain't getting none that night.
That's all right. It's a new one.
That's facts.
Okay. She knew, nigga. She a new girl. So go find another new girl.
Cherie said cheating is situational. I wouldn't judge, but I wouldn't ask that question either.
I mean, but like,
it's fair.
Like, what does it say? Like, it has nothing to do with.
I mean, it's her own insecurities at the end of the day. Clearly, she got cheated on.
I mean, it has nothing to do with you.
It don't.
It can be a character question. She could just be trying to check your character. She might be a person who has never really cheated before, honestly.
But clearly she got cheated on if she asked that question, though.
Probably not. She probably could just be curious if you're a cheater or not.
I never randomly asked that question to no girl. You ever cheated on me? You ever cheated on somebody before?
I feel like that was a super question that everybody asked at some point. Not just not saying like you, but like every girl that I talk to.
They always ask you,
like,
have you ever cheated on
have you ever cheated on somebody before? It's like, why? Like,
that's fair, because I definitely remember getting asked, you ever cheated? And I'd be like, nah, I never cheated.
Usually that question comes in the form of, how did you and your ex break up? You know what I'm saying? Or what happened to you in your last relationship?
But I feel like it, okay, so
even that you got to
follow up.
Even that you got to scale around, though, because you can't be, you even got to talk about your ex a certain way. You feel me? Because women, they even use that in the sense of, damn, if we break up, this how he gonna go around talking about me. You know what I'm saying? If you dogging your ex, like, you know what I'm saying?
How you talk about your ex?
Exactly. Because I don't, when girls ask about my past relationship, I just be brief as possible and just kind of let them know, you know.
I mean, it ain't work out. We weren't
Exactly.
we weren't really fit for each
Exactly.
other.
You know what I'm saying?
I always say it was like a mutual understanding, even if it wasn't. I always lie like it was,
Exactly.
It's just a mutual understanding.
Because I'm not finna be here saying to me, oh, she was a bitch. She used to be wild. She used to this. She used to that. Also, that's how you gonna talk about me.
I mean,
if
my
we
thing
don't
is
work
just we
out.
outgrew each other. Like at the end of the day, I was going
That's
like
fair.
one direction. She was going in a different one.
That's fair.
So,
Riis made a comment though. I kind of want to touch on, even though she was talking in the room. But she said, "I love a man to be emotional with me, even if I'm really into him. All men can't be emotional with me because it can be a turnoff." This is my point about that.
She's saying she has to be really into you for you to be emotional around her, which
Right.
means there has to be some time put into that relationship.
Right. So when I show y'all this video, it was clear that this woman wasn't into him as much as he was into her.
How much time did he put
I don't
in?
know. I don't know how much time they was together, but the look she gave made me believe that I could be completely wrong. But then she said, when a man is emotional with me, if we are serious, it helps me to understand him more. That's a part of communication for me because I'm very transparent. So that's why I asked the question, how much emotion are we supposed to give as men? Because in my experience, that shit has always been used against me.
I mean, I just think that
you feel what I'm saying? So like I've had to scale.
But again, that's a personal thing. It being
Fair.
used against you is something that comes with your control of how you feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't. Nobody can use nothing against you. That's your own shit. You know what I'm saying?
True. You know what I'm saying? But then when I look at, maybe it's just a world thing and how the fucking world, you know, does what it does. But like women all the time say men aren't as emotional as they want us to be, right? And then the moment I get emotional, open up to you a little bit, you feel me, that shit come back to bite me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that, you feel me, I'm gonna change on how I just want to know, should there be a level of how much you need to put out emotionally? You feel me?
Because I feel like that's playing games at some point.
I mean, that's what we doing anyway.
Yeah, if you controlling how much, if you are first of all, if you are able to control how much emotion you giving somebody, then you really ain't you playing a game with them anyway. You know, you're not if you can purposely hold back on giving them all of you, you're not really feeling them like that anyway.
But what's all of you though?
I guess that's what I'm really trying to get to.
Your emotion.
I mean, but so
like if I've been talking to, not on my phone, I don't want to cut you off. So if I've been, don't lose your thought. If I've been talking to a girl for like 2 months, I'm not finna like open up to you emotionally.
That's too soon.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
So
say you've been dating a chick a couple years though.
Okay.
You should be open enough to at least, you know, cry around her when you in your feelings or some shit.
That's there. It depends on what I'm crying about though.
Yeah, but that's emotion. You know what I'm saying? That's
True.
being emotional.
Go ahead. I don't want you to lose your thought. Sorry.
It is what it is. I mean, you pretty much said it though.
What?
What you were saying, like time is the destined for that. At the end of the day, I still think that you still got to be cautious though and be very careful because when they do weaponize, so say you have a girl who like weaponizes your emotions or like try to like say something like you don't tell your homies, you don't cry in front of your homies. You might know these niggas for 10 years.
But I would cry in front of my homies before I cry in front of my girl.
Because you know that they not gonna judge you.
Fair.
You know that they're not gonna be like, oh, you blah 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 blah.
Right.
It's probably because of that time you put in. If you knew your girl wasn't gonna judge you, you would do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel like at some point all of them shift. Like I feel like based off her comment, still, if she's not into you, like it shifts. What if we're growing at a different speed? What if I care more about you than you care about me?
So you gonna regret?
It's not a regret.
You're gonna regret your feelings because someone else didn't feel the same way.
I mean, based off the viewpoint of someone else, it's not a regret. You just hold back. Like, so if we're talking about crying, right? Just purely crying, I'm not gonna cry in front of a girl. If
Period.
someone that I'm like, you say what?
Period. You just not gonna cry in front of a girl.
I think even with my current partner, and it's been a while. Like the only time she's ever saw me broke down was at a funeral, and I just couldn't hold it back.
Okay.
But that's like once or twice.
And was you trying to hold it back because she was with you?
I was just trying to hold it back, period.
Okay, that's how.
Because it's a funeral.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm trying to hold it back and be strong,
weird,
period.
too,
but then
so
it just happened, and then that's it. And she just happened to be there. But when I found out the person died, I went and sat in my car.
Interesting.
I definitely left the house. I went for a drive. I went maybe to a homie crib. I did something to get out of the house because that's not, you know what I'm saying? Because
why do you think you did that?
But you got to think about it. There's a reason why you're hiding
That's what I was
that
gonna
your
say. Why you
emotions
think you
from.
did
but it's not a
from
hiding
woman.
though, because
It
we
is.
we know that ultimately people shift once they see a certain part of
But
you or a certain way
but
that you
them-
are.
I mean, you
but
did
them
have that shit.
shifting-
You ain't let us see it.
but-
It's like you was hiding that shit. What you talking
But
about?
their shift. What does their shift have to do with the emotion that you share with?
Because their shift reflects the way that they treat you. So like let's say like some women say, oh, blah blah, if you're weak, and then I see you, so like let's say crying is weak, right? So you see the whole meme of like, well, men don't do this, men don't cry, men don't do X, Y, and Z, right? That shit had to come from somewhere. And so you'll be like, well, your mother taught you that. Yeah, but if my mother taught me that, that's because she saw a man cry.
This
and
is
she
facts.
ain't like that shit.
So,
So if
Sheree,
my mother didn't like that shit, the woman that I feel like is always there for me, a woman who I just met who's not going to be as loyal to me as my mother, why would I think you're going to be there if I break down and cry in front of you when I've been taught this other situation? I mean, it's so much that you give a person, and so it goes back to this conditional, right?
Right. That's what you said. It goes back to how much the condition, the time you put in with this chick, and all that. Because what if it's that person that you trust with that? Did you not? It's like, what about your wife? You know what I'm saying? What did you get to a point when you married? It's still emotion that you haven't shown your wife.
I mean, but why?
Facts.
Are you taking all your emotion to your grave?
look. So Sheree said it's levels to being emotional though. Like you might express your feelings, but be closed off in certain areas, deep shit like childhood traumas, etc. If we're dealing around serious, I prefer for a man to be raw with me eventually.
But even that,
she
though,
asks questions.
But,
is what she's saying.
but even that though, like it's easy. So 9 times out of 10, most men do not even understand or know their childhood trauma that they've even been through to experience, right? So we can't even fully say that you can even express or talk about that in full, deep, and like content that you possibly want the person to do. Like,
so to answer your question, Ron, even myself, when I was married, there's definitely certain emotions that I didn't show because of how I knew it would be taken or how I know it would be used against me, and that was prior experiencing it previously. You feel me? So that caused me to not express my emotions.
I think that's why a lot of relationships don't work, because a lot
agree
of
with
times
you.
people don't want to show their real or full selves.
Like
You
she
know what I'm
said, we don't
saying?
want to be raw.
We don't want to be
You feel
raw,
me?
and that's a lot of times why situations and relationships don't work in the first place.
I
It's
agree
like
with you,
it's just
100%.
like a nigga saying like, man, I don't want to laugh too much around her because I don't want her to think I'm a lame or goofy. Like you're not going to be yourself because you're afraid of how someone's going to look at you. You know what I mean?
Now
For
with
reason.
that though, I do feel like you should never not be who you are. Like if you're a person who enjoys humor and you like laughing and shit like that.
Sadness is not the only emotion. So like
It's not.
You're only going to hide that one emotion, but all the other emotions you're going to let her see, like your happiness, your anger.
I mean, but it's
when you're
ways.
pleased. You know what I'm
ways
saying?
to
So
show.
she can see
It's still
every
levels
other
to it.
emotion.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like it's ways to show that you're sad. It's ways to know and to show a person that you're in this certain state of mind, but to give them the full access and content of it when some people use it as a weapon is also something very careful. Like you can't really pick and choose and say, well, at the 10th year, I'm going to show you and let you see me cry about everything that goes on in my life. Like, no. Because at the 10th year, you still don't want to really see me break down as a man, knowing that I have 500 things on my back that I think of daily. And now you like, oh, this nigga's like out of his fucking mind. But you don't really know that like walking out the door or crossing the street or seeing a white person or seeing another chick or seeing this or seeing that are also things that run through my mind and are possible issues for me as a black man walking outside in America. So it's so much things that are built up as a man, period, that you even hide from people because you know that for yourself.
That's fact, but that's again, that's one of the issues with black males in our society now. We're hiding too much of because of so much that we have on our back and our shoulders, and we feel like we can't express it or show it. It is tearing us down.
Well, it's not that we can't express it or show it. We just refuse to find the outlets to do it.
Because
so like,
we feel it's weak. We
well,
feel we're showing weakness.
Well, like he said, he goes to his homie, right? Like I said, I went and sat in my car, or I go for a drive. It's finding those positive outlets to do those things, to release those emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like I think 2 weeks ago, I was like, well, if niggas cry more, we'll have less people shooting up the block. So go find a homie to cry with, like outside of all of the other shit, instead of doing something.
So I guess with that being said, if your girl is not a positive outlet, then she shouldn't be your girl.
I agree.
But it's levels of positivity though.
I mean, yeah.
If I
choose,
and that you're not for me, it just means that I know that you would not understand. So at the end of the
so
day,
that's the same. That's the same as the woman saying, "We ain't emotionally connected right now. I ain't giving you no pussy."
So first of all, it's two issues with that.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like
to weaponize your pussy.
Exactly. So if I feel,
but by nature stand though, you are supposed to be emotional, and by nature stand, I am supposed to be the rock.
That's not factual by nature though.
No, it is though. If you look at any species, right? You look at any species, the male is more what? The male is more dominant, unless it comes to like protecting a child. The male is more dominant. The male is more of a protective. The male is more of a broad and like, oh yeah, rah.
That's physical. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about emotion.
Well, only we're the only ones who actually have the in-depth parts when it comes to that. And so if you look at all races, the black male is that.
So basically, we need
everything.
to get a guest in here who specializes with
emotions. You can't get a guest.
Nah, it's somebody who reached out. It's somebody who reached. I mean, it's up to you. No, but I kind of low key do agree with Ron in the sense of like if I had a hard day, let's say I got fired, right?
Fair.
And I had a hard day at work, and I'm just getting hit with all this shit, and then I pull up to the crib. I don't even want to go in and express this to my partner or wife, whoever that may be, because I know how she gonna handle it from an emotional standpoint. You feel me? She's just not gonna understand, right? So I'm saying I'm only touching on the point where he said if you can't do that with your partner, then it's probably not the person you need to be with.
But that's a different type of emotion though. Like so it's levels
because there's levels to love.
Right, but there's always levels to sadness as well. It's levels to each emotion. So which level would you show this person? Like I said, you can easily say, hey, this is a sad point, blah, blah, blah.
But I was listening to somebody else, another podcast, and was saying we shouldn't even deal with people who we can't be open with. Like, that's a waste of our time. And that's why society is so messed up now. Why are we wasting our time with people who we can't be open with, all the way open with? Why are you wasting our time?
But is it really wasting your time?
It's definitely a waste of time. If you can't love somebody unconditionally, if somebody's not loving you unconditionally, what are they there for?
So we've already talked about this unconditional word, so we just gotta remove that word.
That's because a lot of people don't really understand the word.
I mean, fact is facts, but it's still at the end of the day, because it's always a condition. But still,
because people make it a condition.
No, there is a condition. All right, bro. We'll wait till off camera. Anyway, so still, like I was, no. We can
go ahead.
Close out on this. So like I was saying though, like you can give a person the emotion, but the depth of the emotion is what we're really talking about, right? So if I sit down and say I'm sad, that's a different whatever. I just told you the emotions I feel. So now your next level is to comfort me and see how I'm going to react to it. If I come in the house and I break down, or if I tell you every frustration that's on my mind, you're going to view me differently and feel like, oh, you're not the man for me.
So why did it have to be a build-up, though?
She shouldn't.
What do you mean a build-up?
You said if I come in and tell you everything that's been on my mind, it shouldn't have never gotten to a build-up to where you had to hold all that in and then break it out at one point.
You wake up every day and have things that are on your mind, period. What do you mean it has to be a build-up? It doesn't.
But you never been in a relationship with a chick who always said, "Why don't you tell me what's on your mind?" And a lot of times we don't do that.
I mean, you can't say that because I'm very open, and it can be very.
You telling us that you don't even show all of your emotions with women. You're not open.
But it's very superficial though. It is.
It's
like
fair.
Obviously, if somebody died, now you good? No, I'm not good right now. I need a minute. That's a sign. That's telling you something. That's telling you something's wrong with me. That's the emotion you need from me. That's the reaction you can see in my face. You can see in my body language that I'm not the same.
To be continued.
So
let's end with
this. Shut us up.
No, I'm not. We only got like 4 minutes. So I just want to read this last comment. But it was just kind of touching on what you were just saying. So Cherie said that's true, but a lot of men are scared from their past venting to the wrong woman or their childhood issues that
Exactly,
make
that
them
went to
close
one for
off
you.
and not comfortable with being effortlessly emotional. You feel me? And then Beach just hopped in and said a presumed danger. We can continue this. I do. There was a person who reached out to me who specialized in that field.
Emotion.
Or just it was like therapy and some other stuff, but obviously, yes. But it'd be good to have a female's perspective, so I'm gonna reach out to her and maybe we can get her in to continue this conversation. But if you're new to the channel, you know what I'm saying, make sure you go follow What's in it for the Black People Media's Facebook page. Make sure you follow Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken Facebook page. Make sure you follow the YouTube. Make sure you follow the IG 2VEC podcast, number 2 VEC podcast. We are celebrating 1 year next month, 11/11. You know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout for that. Everybody who's been in the comments today, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We rock with y'all. It's your boy, Mr. Lingo himself.
The man who always got something to say. Your boy Fly Sweater KJ.
Shout out to my brother Ron Rilla back there, giving us the real and the input. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We'll see y'all next week. You feel me? Peace.
WIIFTBPM. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
What's up, bro? I was shooting. You know I shoot on Thursdays. Why you calling me?
Wow.
I shoot between 6 and 8. You know that. You just got done. What are you doing? What are you eating? I'm hungry
I
right
ain't
now.
talking about that. I'm talking
Ah,
Riis, what up?
what are you eating?
Potato.
That potato? Ooh, that a cheesy potato? That look good. A baked potato?
Baked potato.
Who made it? Your mom?
Uh-huh.
Is it good?
It was supposed to be a baked potato bar, but they didn't want to put any of the veggies on it.
Is it good? Oh, yeah.
You gotta cut that out.